Everybody, welcome back to the shop. Thanks for joining me. So, let's see, where should we start? It's been a while, about a month or so, maybe a little bit longer. The F100 is moved over here. You see my 6.0 sitting there with the Power Glide. Stuff's moved around. The F100 runs like crap right now. I gotta figure it out, tune it. I don't know if it's running on all cylinders or what's going on, so I gotta figure that out. I got to do wiring, cover wiring yet. Got all that wire loom jazz back here, so we'll get that done, taken care of. Mustang is not there. So, as you guys know, I've been working on the cage. I pretty much put that on pause for right now, not indefinitely. I took the car out of here yesterday. It's just in storage for right now. It'll be back. I'll get the cage finished. I crunched numbers. I know it's not cheap to build a drag car. I know by no means is it cheap to do it, but it's just not feasible for me at this time to dedicate everything to that car. Probably made a mistake again, but I got all the parts sitting here. Had them all sitting in the Sonoma, had the Sonoma running. The only thing I don't have anymore is my ECU, which I had a Holley Terminator X, and I decided I'm going to go to a Fuel Tech anyway. So that's not a big deal. I need to rebuild the transmission, so that Power Glide's got to get rebuilt. I want to put a trans brake in it too, and go from there. But so like I said, I had everything for the Sonoma. I went last month. It's just the beginning or later beginning of February right now. I went last month and I bought a 2006 Cadillac CTS. I was going to take and put the 6.0 in there and make it so that I could make that into like a drag car while I'm building the Mustang. Well, I put a fender on it because the fender was rusted out, threw new front brakes, brake pads on it. It needed a water pump, so I threw a water pump in. My wife says, let's go ahead and take it to Florida. So we took it to Florida, and ends up it's one of the best riding cars we've ever owned. So yeah, it ended up needing a little bit of work in Florida when we were sitting there, but got it taken care of, and now it's sitting outside. I'm not going to run it in the snow and the salt. I want to try and keep it better. It's actually in really good shape. So V6, new water pump. It ended up getting a drive shaft bearing and a puck and a new starter when we were down in Florida. It needed the bearing for sure. Starter, it probably could have done without, but it is what it is. So now I'm going to turn that one into a driver, try and keep miles off my truck when I'm driving for work. So what do? Probably, like I said, make another mistake, but we got 75-ish days until drag opener, and hopefully we can get it done. Hopefully. We're going to find out. New project. Whether or not it's a good idea or not, we'll find out. But like I said, new project. This is a 99 S10. Nothing fancy. 4-banger, 2-wheel drive, extended cab. It's got the tonneau cover on it. You can see we got rusty rockers, rusty cab corners. The other side is the same way. Fenders aren't bad. Front bumper's missing some pieces. That fender needs a little bit of work. But this side's the same way. And the box has rust, a dent. But we got lucky. This one came with replacement rockers. And then the replacement panel for the door, the cab corners, has everything there. And I have a different box that outside here that it's not rusted through anywhere, but it's got surface rust. So nothing fancy. It needs door bushings. This hasn't been on the road since 2018, so it's not bad. The third seat's gone, so that doesn't bother me. This gives me more room, unlike the Sonoma, where I was squished in that with the cage. This gives me more room to move the seat back a little bit further and still have a cage. Hopefully this year I'll go fast enough to actually need the cage that I had. I just had a basic cage in it, but I didn't even, I think it was like 1170s I was running at 6 pounds of boost. So, but like I say, it's nothing fancy. It's quite dirty. I thought I popped it. Maybe it's got a problem with that too. There we go. Gotta mess with this. All right, now that I got that open, see, just your basic 2.2. Pretty much everything in here is gonna get gutted out of here anyway. We'll lose pretty much everything. Everything that's here, everything will go away. Gonna strip the truck down to nothing. Take the box off. Take the front clip off. We'll start working on rockers and everything. Get the rear end switched out because I already have a 9-inch. So I mean, that's some of the problems that I ran into with doing the Mustang. I need a new rear end. I need the coilovers. I need the mini tub kit, anti-roll bar, all that fun jazz. New suspension mounts, the control arms. I mean, we're $5,000 plus just in the rear suspension. So to be able to manage to get everything done on that, it's not feasible right now. It would take me 5 to 10 years to build it, and I don't have the ability to let a car sit that long without being able to start it, move it. I lose my attention on it, and I know that happens to a lot of people, so that's why I'm pushing it off to the side for right now, and gonna put this together and go run it and drag it. It is what it is. So this is relatively inexpensive, and yeah, it's gonna go through a large transformation, hopefully quite quickly. But like I said, I got like 95% of the parts to get this on the road. I have to have the drive shaft lengthened, which isn't a real big deal. I'll just take it up to our local drive shaft place and have them take care of it for me. But I can't do that until after I have the engine and transmission in. I got to make a new transmission mount because I still have the Sonoma frame, but I'm going to be using that on the 47. So this one's not going to get the lowering coils or the lowering spindles or anything like that right away. So, I mean, time will tell what it's going to do, what it's going to be. My biggest thing is just get it done so I can go and have fun. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to start blowing this thing apart. I don't even know right now. I got such a mess in here. I don't even know where my stand is to be able to put you up on time lapse. So I'm just gonna get moving, and once I get somewhere where I got more parts off, I'm sure I'm gonna run into my stands so I can do time lapse. I got to get the 6.0 transmission apart because they don't go in together. I got to get all this off, get it up on jack stands, so that way the rockers and cab corners, I can get those replaced. I can get that, get some epoxy sealer on, and we'll blow it apart next winter and paint it. But right now, this is where it's going to be. My wife already dubbed this the money pit, so that's what she named it. And it probably suits it just right. So stick around. I'll follow up on this and see how far I get today. Try to get somewhere on it today, and then I'll get this posted up and go from there. Thanks all of you guys that are new to subscribing to the channel. Welcome, and I appreciate it. So I know most of you probably subscribe for projects that I probably don't have anymore or aren't working on. I apologize, but life takes us in different directions, so this is where we're at right now. Again, thank you. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. So, somewhat a productive day. Been a little busy. Here we go. So S10, I think money pit build. So we got front clip pretty much off. The AC unit was already empty. There was nothing in it, so no need to purge that out. It's looking pretty decent up there. There's new rotors on it, newer pads on it. The only problem is the rotor on this side. There's a couple studs on it that are loose. They're not tight. There's one. There's one. There's another one. So we got all that off. The mounts for the front core support are not the best. I didn't even unbolt anything for the core support. It just fell apart. I pulled it right off. So don't know what I'm going to do about that yet, but we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll use the stuff off the Sonoma frame. I don't know. Rest of the frame's looking decent. Go to the back here, and voila, box is off already. So I got the box off. I didn't pull the gas tank out yet. Drive shaft's loose. Haven't pulled that out yet. This is a two-piece in here. Pulled the purge tank, or the charcoal tank on here. I've already cut the U-bolts for the rear end out. Just haven't pulled it out yet. I have to find one of my wrenches for my grinder so I can actually change the blade. Then I can cut off the sway bar and cut the rest of the brake lines. Ends up one of the brake lines was to go into the rear, blew a line. Must have blew it last night when my boy and me put this in here. So there's where we're at with that. Obviously the rear bumper's off. Looking pretty good. Yeah, so we're at a point right now where we just need to pull engine and trans, and then we're gonna start taking apart everything else. New sheet metal will start going on here soon. I'm gonna take the inner fenders and get rid of those. The driver fender, when I started taking one of the bolts out for the inner fender, it literally blew the inner fender, or the main fender, out. So I don't even know if I'm gonna save this fender. I might, I don't know. This fender's decent. So I just gotta get, I gotta cut a couple of the bolts for the inner fender off there. The floor pan here looks a whole lot better than it did on the Sonoma. That was completely rotted out on the Sonoma. So it's in a lot better shape. And this is older. This is a 2000, or this is a 99. So see if I can find out how many miles are on it here. Nope, no idea. No clue. No clue. I think it was close to 200. But yeah, this is where we're at, and we're gonna keep going. Not tonight. I'm gonna keep going tomorrow, hopefully, and move on. pull the rear end out tomorrow night, pull the spare tire carrier, and hopefully pull the engine and transmission. Get this out of the way, get the brake line, ABS out of the way. Gotta swap out the master with my old one. AC and heater core is gonna come out. Then the dash will come out. The entire interior is gonna come out. The entire thing's gonna get rewired. I'll save the carpet. I'll save the passenger seat. I'm gonna try and save the panels. Luckily, this is a non-power unit, so there's no power windows, no power locks. Makes it lighter. Should be easier to. I thought that was unlocked. It is. Makes it easier for electrical and everything else. So yeah. I appreciate you guys sticking around and keep an eye on what's going on here. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and stick around. This thing is hopefully going to go pretty quick. A lot quicker than anything else I've done so far. But I'm on a time constraint. If I want to race, I want to get to the tuning sessions. So we're going to see what we can do. Again, thanks. We'll catch you later.